Okay, Jodi, here we go. Let's talk a little bit about this starter. This is my starter. I already threw some of it away. You never want to build up. I mean, if you're only baking like we are, a loaf now and then, you don't really want to have a big, large amount of starter that you keep feeding. You know what I mean? So I'm getting ready to feed this that I'm going to bake with today. So I already threw a lot of it out. So I'm only ended up with, I don't know, there might be 100 grams in here. That doesn't really matter that much. What really matters now is how much we're going to feed it. Okay, so I got my scale. And I've got it set to, right now it's on ounces, but we're going to go to grams. Everything in baking is so much more simple if you use grams. It's just so easy to figure everything out. Okay, so let's put that on there. And we're going to hit the tare button, which will just set us back to 0. And I am going to add 50 grams of flour and 50 grams of water. That's very important that you feed it with equal parts water and flour. And you only need 50 grams of each. You said at that one point, you fed like a cup or something, a cup of flour. It's like, whoa, that's a lot. I like to mix my flour up. This is whole wheat. So I usually do half, like 25 grams. It doesn't have to be exact, as long as it comes out to 20 or 50 grams total. So I got 27 grams of whole wheat flour. And then I'm going to add 25 grams of, I almost put something in there, I use bread flour when I'm baking, but to feed your starter, you really want to use all purpose. You don't want to use bread flour. I'm sure you could use bread flour, but I think your results are going to be better. Okay, where are we at? We're almost to 50 grams already. There we go, 50 grams of flour. And now, we could just go up to 100 total, but I like to zero it out and start over. And this is a big important thing too. Don't ever use just tap water. You probably know that. Tap water that has chlorine and other, it's treated. It's not good for starters. So just use bottled water or distilled water. There we go, close enough, 52 grams. Now my tool of choice is a real good stiff chopstick. Works really good. Get the scale out of there. Just make sure. Yeah, here we go. Already making a mess. The key is just getting it really, really well mixed, all the little corners. But they call this 100% hydration, when you're talking baking. When you put 50 or equal parts water and flour, that's 100% hydration. And that's what you want when you feed your starter. I used to just kind of wing it, feeding it. And sometimes it was great, sometimes it wasn't. And I learned that if you measure and really keep it 50-50, you're going to be a lot happier with the results. So then I'm going to just cover it loosely and put it in a place, a nice room temperature spot. And wait till my volume, once I scrape everything down, your volume is going to double, at least double. Mine usually gets way bigger than even double. It gets like triple. And at that peak is when you want to start baking. So until a little bit later on,